All right, let's hear it. What do you think, man? This is a tall guy right here.
Think about what?
Huh?
Think about what?
Bond, he's a big guy.
Yeah, he's taller than you, for sure.
Well, he's also wearing shoes.
You're wearing shoes too. Weren't you wearing boots?
I'm not wearing shoes. I'm barefoot.
He's wearing socks.
Get your ass up, Bond. Come on, let's go to the background.
Oh, yeah, the background.
Yeah. Is he taller than me?
He's taller than you, for sure.
Can we see from here? Yeah.
Back
All
to
right.
back.
All right.
I think it looks like you're the same height. It's his dreads.
Probably a little bit more
His
hair.
dreads.
The dreads.
It's with the same height. We'll just keep it.
I thought you had your shoes on. I didn't know you took your
Nah.
shoes off. Okay.
Look, I
Okay.
parked on the side of the road. Gotta keep it polite.
Considerate guy.
Consider it, yeah.
Considerate guy. Wow, how about that?
Like a lot of people probably watching this video. Oh man, so we don't have any topics today. We're literally just shooting the shit. We're gonna talk about gaming, YouTube, what it was, what it is. I don't know about you, but I don't know if it's at a different time in life, but I find gaming way boring now
Very.
than it was back then.
Very.
And it also might be, and I feel worse about you for it because remember, I've been gaming since I've been 3-4 years old. You said you really didn't get into it till like what?
360. Call of Duty 2 is when I really started getting into games.
Yeah,
Modern
so,
Warfare 2?
No, Call of
Oh,
Duty
yeah.
2.
So the World
Yeah.
War II one.
oh, modern,
Yeah.
I beat that.
Yeah.
Does he know about Modern Warfare 2?
Yeah, I beat that too.
No,
What do you
about how
mean?
it destroyed all of YouTube?
He doesn't.
He doesn't know that
No.
shit?
Mm-mm.
But like
I
imagine
try to not to discuss the embarrassing times. You know what I mean?
the golden era.
Like, it's the golden era, but when I look back on those videos, I
Yo.
cringe.
I'm not gonna lie, I do too. I still have a bunch of them on my hard drive. You're on there too. And I'm just like, damn. Sometimes I feel like uploading old shit and I'm like, I don't think people would appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's a different era.
7 Level did like a whole recap
Oh my
on all that, and it's like, I feel like nobody cares.
I mean,
Yeah, a lot of people talk about how they miss like the lobbies back in
Oh,
the day, how
yes.
people would talk trash constantly.
Well, the thing I miss about YouTube was it was a lot more interactive in the way that video responses were a huge thing back then.
oh yeah.
But that also became a problem because then it wasn't about who was the better debater.
It was
It was
had
about
more people.
who had more subs. So if you have more subs, you're automatically going to win just because you got the bigger audience. It doesn't matter what the other person is saying. Their audience is going to go to your video, downvote you, flag you, and just tell you what a dumbass you are. They're not even going to listen to your argument.
Yeah.
So it actually became
Yeah,
pointless.
so like in the beginning of YouTube, it was like person makes a video, and then everybody else would make response videos to that video, and you could actually tag your response video to their video. So you'd watch the main video, then you could go down and watch every response in regard to that video. That's how you kind of found people.
Right.
Because you found a person that you like, and you're like, okay, well now I want to see other people's opinions. But now people don't even have opinions. They just chase for clout, chase for views, chase for money. I mean, have you played that Concord game yet?
No.
I have not played Concord.
Nor will I.
But there are people out here swearing by Concord, saying, oh, give it a chance, oh, it's unfair, and the developers worked on this. And, yo, we all work. I don't know if he's working yet, but what happens, what happens if you don't do your job?
You get fired.
What happens if you have a job, you don't sell a product, you don't...
Careful. We've been through this with the Nintendo.
I'm just saying.
Careful, Bond. We've been down this road.
I'm just saying. I don't get why this is the only industry where you could deliver a subpar product and people feel bad for you. Not only that, you can get an incomplete product and then they're expected to fix it later. Like imagine you buying a car. Oh, I know the brakes don't work, but you know, we're going to update that on your car in 2 months for you. It's crazy. Like, this is the only... imagine if you went to watch a movie and like the CGI, the VFX weren't complete. It's like, oh, well, if you come to the movie theater next month, like that will be there. Like this is the only industry that happens and people accept it. Oh, give them a chance. Like, yo, my boss at my job, like, yeah, I'll give you a chance to walk out this door, to not be here.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy.
And back in the day, we didn't think. Back in the day, it was cancerous fanboyism. Do you think that's still what's going on? Are there actual fanboys? Or are they just doing it to pump up their numbers, their views, etc.? What is it?
It's crazy now. I think I made this point to Smooth that fanboys really aren't the problem nowadays, because at least a fanboy will go out and buy and support the product. Like, they'll put their money where their mouth is. These positivity pandlers, as BG calls it, these simp ass
Yokio says that same thing.
That's what they are. They're simps. So it's like, oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you're like, shut up. You know that chick is fat. She ain't good looking. Like, be honest with her. But you don't want to hurt her feelings. That's how these people are. So whether they get flown out to places, they get free review codes, they get their yellow chairs. This is the new thing of fanboys. And before, like, these people were fanatical about a thing. Now they're just, they don't even believe in what they say because of the views, because of the clout, because of the networking, and all that thing. Like, I don't know about you. I don't care who I piss off. I don't care who.
You never have.
I never have. Ever. I don't care who likes me. I don't care who hates me. We had a dude one day, he hated me so much. There was a picture of me and my face on a skyscraper, and he said he'd fly an airplane. He wished an airplane would fly through it. But, like, people used to hate me. Dudes coming up talking about, I want to find you. I want to.
I know.
Delete me.
I know.
I don't even know what we can say on YouTube nowadays without it being cut.
But I mean, at the same time, though, you would feed. You would fuel the fire, fuel the flame.
But the difference is I fuel it with honesty and the truth. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and bullshit. And you know why? You know why people get mad? Because nothing pisses off people more than the truth.
Yeah.
They can't handle it.
Knowledgeable guy.
100%. Oh yeah, he's seasoned. He's seasoned in the game. Yep.
People
Yeah, he's got some good points.
Yeah, but he's 100% right with the industry. And what did you call them? Positivity merchants?
Yeah,
peddlers?
That's what BG calls them. Panda bears or.
Or panders.
Yep.
Yeah. So that I actually discussed that on a podcast that I have with Blaze. I believe a lot of people are pretending to be hyped.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's hyped for most of, at least the real big YouTubers. They can't be.
No.
You can't be hyped for this trash. Look at my channel. Look at what I upload. Nothing.
Why?
Because I'm not playing anything.
That, and honestly, I think if it wasn't for his son joining you in your videos, I don't think you'd really even make videos.
Channel would have been done.
Yeah.
He actually revived it for a while, but what happened? What happened?
GameStop.
You lost interest. He lost interest. I'm telling you, man, he reinvigorated the channel for a while, but now when I ask him to do video, he's like,
What's there to talk
what
about?
are we going to say? We said everything there is to say. So it's like now the channel's suffering as a result. And it's like I don't feel near as gay sitting down talking with my man than I do sitting solo at 40 years old talking about fucking Astrobot.
And people are hyped for that shit.
You know what I mean? I mean, in fairness, it does look fun for what it is.
Yeah.
But it's not something that I'm going to go out of my way to play. You know what I mean?
Look, nobody's going to deny that games like a Mario Brothers or a Sonic, those are fun games. But like outside of me playing those with my nieces,
Right.
I'm probably not going to play them.
Right.
Like Mario Kart, used to love that shit as a kid. Don't really play it anymore, but anytime I'm over with my brothers, hey, Uncle, you want to play Mario? Yeah, I'll play with them. It's a fun, enjoyable game. But like, I'm not going to be on YouTube like, oh, I can't wait for the next Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I'm so pumped. I'm so hyped.
I gotta cancel my Astrobot pre-order now.
Oh.
I'm kidding. Come on, dude. You know that.
But back to the prior point I was making, he's bored of games now.
Yes.
You start at 360, you're bored of games. Imagine how I feel when I start on the regular Nintendo. I've seen it all. Like, everything's still on my shelf. I've played it all. Do you know how hard it is for me to get hyped for a game? It's like the last game I was like, oh my god, I can't wait for this game. Cyberpunk. Because of The Witcher 3. And look what happened.
I know.
Oh, I thought that like Cyberpunk was going to be like The Witcher 3 in like a futuristic third person like art. Like, I was like, this is going to be the dream game. And then slowly but surely, it just kept unraveling, and I still haven't even played it.
I haven't either.
Because by the time it got fixed and everything, I've moved on. And every time I try to go back, there's new games out, and it's like I don't have time to find.
Now,
back.
have you tried to fire it up though?
No.
I've fired it up. I fired it up like I want to say 5 or 6 different times, dude. It's boring to me. I just can't get into it. I think maybe I'm becoming more and more disconnected with first-person shooters. I feel like I need third-person.
You know what?
To be more immersed, if that makes sense.
Both of them are going to hate me saying this, but I agree with Hardy and BG, even though they don't agree with each other. But they both say they like third person better. Unless it's like a first person multiplayer shooter like a COD, a Halo, or whatever, it's a Battlefield, like I would prefer my game in third person.
Right.
Especially
100%.
and it also doesn't make sense in RPG.
I would say I prefer first still. I think it's more immersive.
Really? Well,
Yeah, and it's I really like gun models too. That's one of the things I really like to look at, the guns, and I just feel like it's easier to look at. You have more of a view of the gun that you're actually holding, the gun you're shooting. The just model quality, you can inspect your guns in like games like, the newer Call of Duties, and just the gun is more of a priority in first-person shooters.
Yeah, but that can also break the game though. Because if the gun looks like shit, now you don't want to play it.
Or sounds like shit.
Oh, dude, sound is so important.
Like shit.
It's so important.
I feel like new games have been really good about the gun models lately, though.
Like what?
I think just even Back 4 Blood, when it came out, had pretty good gun models.
It wasn't bad, but it got boring so fast.
Well, not necessarily.
What can you do with the first-person shooter genre? It's all been done.
It's already been done, yeah.
And not necessarily just Back 4 Blood, but that's just one of the games. I was thinking about that vampire game that like nobody was interested in when it was coming out.
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Oh, he's talking about the Xbox game.
Yeah, and it had those.
Did I try to play and you refused to play with me?
Yeah, the only thing
that game, yeah.
Yeah, the only game, or the only thing that looked even remotely interesting about it was the gun models.
What was the name of that game? Whatever.
How many games do you guys play? How do I word this? You would never play this game by yourself, but because it's two of you playing together, you would play it. Do you find yourself doing that a lot? Like, I would never play this, but if it's got multiplayer co-op, we'll play together.
We don't really co-op. He's not interested.
Really?
Because he likes to play Roblox with his friend. And he's embarrassed by that. Listen, you don't need to be embarrassed. He plays with his buddy. They play like little shooter games on Roblox. Yeah. They got all kinds of different modes. He's just not interested in anything that I'm interested in. And when it comes to co-op, what's out there that's good co-op?
Space Marines 2 is coming out.
That looks good.
Me and Blacktooth are about to play that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Helldivers was pretty good until they just started
nerfing it wasn't.
Everything.
Dude, that first nerf, that was it for me.
Yep. Oh, it's gotten 10 times worse.
I've heard. I've heard.
What? I could get balancing and nerfing in a player versus player.
Right.
It's player versus environment. Who cares if the guns are overpowered? Make more overpowered enemies. It's player versus environment. You're not fighting other people. I don't get it. It's stupid. Like, maybe if there was like a storyline mode, they're like, hey, because we lost this facility, our guns are like nerfed now. You need to recapture this facility so we can get material to restore our gun. Like something. They could make it like that, but like just to nerf it.
Well, how about make the other guns more viable?
That too.
Use? We were using the guns we were using because the other guns were trash.
Yep.
Bring the other guns up to par.
Facts. It's just
it made no sense, and that's why I was like, you know what? If they're gimping this in a co-op game, I don't even want to stick around and see what they're gonna do. And as you can see,
the last update was awful. My friend, he's actually down with me. He's at my boy's house right now. He loves the flamethrower. All he does is flame, and like they had like a 25% boost and a 50% boost. So I was always telling him like it'd be awesome if they had like flame armor, so you want to cook yourself.
Which I always did.
Yeah. They came out the flame pistol, a flame primary, and flame armor. And what did they do right before they dropped the update? Nerfed flames completely. Why would you come out with an update with all flame weapons and then nerf flame across the board?
Right.
Completely useless.
Right. No, I hear you.
Completely useless. And that's, to me, one of the bigger problems. Well, one, why I don't play multiplayer games much anymore, but two, why it's hard to sustain. A single-player game, if it's good, it's good. It's really hard to make it bad once it's good. Multiplayer games, it could be good, but then you have to consistently keep it good or not fuck it up and make it bad. Like, you played Halo Infinite when it came out, right?
We did for a very small amount of time. What would you say, buddy? 2 weeks?
Once I beat the campaign, I was done. I had no interest.
How long did we play the multiplayer?
Not
week?
very long. Yeah.
Maybe a week.
They couldn't keep.
We don't play online much, man.
But I'm saying they couldn't keep content going.
Yeah.
Like the content they have in that game right now is what they needed at launch.
So it's too late.
It's dead.
Too little, too late.
Dead game.
Yeah.
Dead game.
Well, I've noticed that I just can't stand multiplayer anymore, primarily because old Call of Duty, the shit that we got tired of, shooting somebody first, you feel like you're shooting them first, you're around a corner and somehow you get killed.
Yeah.
The bullshit, the lag, all that.
The
It's just, I'm so over it. So now if I get killed on some bullshit, I don't even want to play anymore.
Yeah, I don't have that patience like really anymore.
No. I'm done with multiplayer. I can't remember the last time I enjoyed a multiplayer game. And as far as single player goes, I've beaten one game this entire year.
What was
You know what
it?
game that is? Fear.
Oh.
Oh.
Damn. That's
Fear-
not even a new game.
Fear and Fear Extract. I believe it's 18 years old.
Weren't you playing Wukong?
For like 10 minutes.
Uninstall on Steam Refund?
Nah, a Steam refund, yes.
The BG Refund?
Yes. Yes. I got no time for it, man.
Oh,
Life's
man.
hard enough.
Hey man, I tell you, I'm working 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
I work out. I try to get a game in here or there. Maybe a date every now and again. Other things probably not appropriate for little man to talk about. That's life.
Dude, he came up in public schools. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? You were the filth that's in public schools. He's no stranger.
Public schools up north are a lot different than they are down here.
Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
Look, like for example, we went out last night in St. Petersburg. I see white dudes out here all with their MAGA hats. Nobody would ever dare do that where I'm from.
Would you wear a MAGA hat, son? I'd wear one. I don't give a shit.
So yeah, just to mess with them.
I keep a gun on me at all times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just to mess with them last night. I walk out like, yo, what's up with that hat? And he just looked at me. I'm like, I like your hat. He's like, yo, let me buy you a drink. I was like, Black's for Trump. Like, the one thing I'll say about the South, like, you can just fuck around or joke with people, serious, non-serious, whatever. People are way more friendly down here.
Yeah?
I feel like if I did that up north,
Okay, it's back on.
you good?
All right, Bond's talking shit about my HD DVD collection.
Yeah, we'll wrap up that night talk later, but let's talk about remakes real quick.
Remakes. Hit it. What'd you want to say?
I think the newest game I've beaten that I can think of was Resident Evil 4 Remake. And it was a freaking awesome game. I loved it. And it got me to play the original Resident Evil 4, and I actually ended up liking that game too. And with the status with how gaming is now, it's like I played Fear 2 and I loved it. I beat Fear, and the last game I beat in recent memory is Far Cry 5, and I've beaten that game twice already. So now I've beaten it 3 times.
Yeah.
And I wonder if we're just at a state where we just can't come up with any new ideas. Maybe we've just exhausted all creative potential from like everything's already been done. And I feel like that's a problem with movies and a problem with gaming. It's like you can come up with this really cool idea, but then somebody's already done it. And it's just, like, I feel like the only thing that you can really do now is just bring modern gameplay elements into stories that have already been told.
Like remakes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
just, like, stories back in the day used to be super interesting. Like, now you can't really escape the woke media and stuff like that with modern gaming and stuff like that. And the push is to make multiplayer-only games because, just like the reason I play Roblox, like, it feels like there's always something new. And I guess that's what multiplayer is. It's like we can't come up with new ideas anymore. So let's just stick with what we can, which is multiplayer right now.
Zero creativity.
It's
Keep you in the game as long as possible.
So I just feel like the move forward for gaming right now, like the games I'm most excited for, or the game I'm most excited for is Gears of War E-Day. And it's not necessarily a remake, but it's still going back in time to that when Gears was good. So it's
when gaming
focusing,
was good.
Yeah, so it's focusing on, back in the golden age. And like, I feel like, from what I know of Gears, people always wanted a game centered around E-Day.
Yeah, keep talking.
Now, I guess we got to wrap this up because
Keep
we're
talking.
out of time.
So it's like, just it sounds really awesome. The trailer looked awesome. Everything looked awesome. The aesthetics looked awesome, and I just feel like the focus now should be. It sucks. It sucks that we can't come up with any new ideas anymore.
It's like comedy.
But-
Every joke's been told.
Yeah, but we can still make with Resident Evil 4 remake is proof of that. Last of Us Part 1 is proof of that. We can still bring old games that are already proven, and we can just remake them, maybe adding some modern elements or some new gameplay elements and making them better.
Right.
And I think that should be the move forward.
You already know I'm down with it, but the problem is you got a lot of people complaining and they're against remakes because they say it's not new. Where do you feel on that?
I'm one of those guys. I'd rather have something new, but at this point, he makes a point. New is trash kind of right now, and maybe, you know, we take a classic car, we, you know, give it a new paint job, we clean it up, we tweak things. A lot of times these games come out in the past, they only got 90% of the vision. Maybe they want to add in the full vision.
Right.
Perfect example, Xenogears. Rev knows nothing about it, but the second disc wasn't finished. I would love for somebody to go back and complete the damn game, so. I don't know, at this point, like, I'm just going to take any good games however we can get them at this point, because I'm bored. Sorry,
Very.
I'm bored.
Very. And it's like I missed the hobby. Look at the shelf right there. There was like a good game, I feel like twice a month back in the day. I was buying a $60 game twice a month.
Yep.
Now I buy a $60, $70 game once every 4 or 5 months.
Now sometimes I don't even feel
Every
like
6
spending
months.
it. I'm like, I want a game, but do I want to spend $60 on this game? Do I
Right.
like it enough to even... Don't get me wrong, let's just say in a hypothetical world, these games are $30, I'd probably buy and play a lot more. But I don't feel like spending $60 for a game I might enjoy over a game I might like. I'm just not hyped on games.
Yeah, me
Not
neither.
hyped. We gotta probably wrap it up. We're running out of
Yeah,
time.
wrapping up. We're running out of time.
Alright, y'all know where to find me. Blackbond. Might be back down here in October. I got a wedding. Could make another video. Who knows?
I might have to crash the wedding. I can't do no clubs, man. I can't do clubs. I'm too old. Too old. I'm too irritable.
Too irritable?
Yes.
So women today will make you way more irritable.
I know. But yeah, it's good having Blackbond. Good talking to him in person, seeing him in person. He's exactly the way he is online, which I expected nothing less. Good to have my man on camera with me. You know, we'll have to do this more often. If you could get the passion back. If I see you passionate, maybe I'll be passionate. But with you no passion, me no passion.
Oh man.
I know that's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's
You're like,
putting
well, I guess the channel's dead then.
You're putting the pressure on him now.
Yeah, well, he's young, man. He's young. He's supposed to be enthusiastic. I'm old. I'm negative.
How old are you now?
43.
Oh shit. 38.
You're getting up. God,
Yeah.
where'd the time go?
Hey. Where did it go?
How's it feel seeing this kid?
It's wild.
You saw him as a baby.
Yep. Now he's a grown ass man.
Yes.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Shokyo just turned 31 yesterday.
What?
31.
Holy shit. How old is Blackbuster?
He's got to be older, like 5 years. Like, so he's
Yeah.
got to be probably my age.
Jeez.
Shokyo was younger than you when he started making videos. Now he's 31.
That's cool. Yeah, he was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Begging for $1 online. You remember that? He's like,
No.
it's my birthday. Everybody can give me $1. I can buy a PlayStation 3.
I don't remember. I remember Review Tech getting pushed back because he asked for money for a camera. You see the shitstorm he's going through?
I was about to
My
say it,
goodness.
but we'd have to make a whole
My
nother,
goodness.
we'd have to
Yeah,
make
that's-
a whole nother video on that. Look, all
Crazy.
I'm gonna say is I tried to tell him. I don't lie to people. I tried to tell him. That's all I'll say.
All right, let's wrap it.
Let's wrap it up. Take it easy, everybody.
All right. Gonna say something?
You can probably cut off that mag and stuff or whatever. Not that I don't want to.